Welcome to another episode of Dawson Group TV. I have with me today Chris Beckett, National Contract Hire Manager. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you.
I would say that is not your real job. I know there's an official title. You're more of a risk-reward manager from what I can see. So for people that haven't met you, first of all, how long have you been in Dawson Group?
I've been in Dawson Group Truck and Trailer for just over 2 years now.
Okay.
But within the industry, I've got well over 13 years service.
Fantastic. So you are focused a lot on people that traditionally buy trucks. Why are people so, if you like, committed to buying trucks? What's in the mindset of a typical truck and trailer buyer?
You'll find that in the industry, you'll have people who would historically contract hire over a set period of time and will continuously renew, whether that's every 3 years or every 5 years. People that buy the assets are people who want to have the assets on their books. They want to be able to sort of prove that they own something, but equally what trucks and trailers actually are things that have a diminishing residual value, and they are obviously going to be very heavy on the maintenance side of things as well.
Okay, and is there a kind of emotional and pride thing about ownership, if you forget the financial aspects?
Yeah, there are some people in terms of, you'll see some of the trucks and the trailers that you see on the road, sort of your owner-operators will have, very fancy livery, artwork, all the lights, and there's a lot of pride in the industry as well with people like that. Other companies that will historically procure via purchasing will, again, just be because that's what they've always done.
Right. So what if you could get into a conversation then with somebody who's been buying trucks and trailers for the last 10 years and has that mindset? What are the arguments that would give them better reward and reduce the risks for them?
Okay. So what you have when you go down the route of contract hire instead of buying is the contract hire budgeting point of view. You can forecast the cost of what that vehicle is going to cost you over a set amount of time.
Okay.
If you purchase a vehicle, no one has a crystal ball. You never know what turbo is going to go. Major component failure. That vehicle is going to cost you money.
Yeah.
There is no vehicle out there that's never going to have a breakdown.
Yeah.
So with contract hire, what you do is you get a fixed cost budgeting across a set period of time.
Yeah.
So financially, it's strong in that sort of scenario. But you also get from it's a business activity as contract hire. So actually it's an off books. So when you purchase a vehicle and you're actually buying it, it's actually on books and it will cost obviously VAT. Whereas a business activity, it's actually VAT exempt. So there are other subtle differences there as well.
Well, obviously you've got two things when you're running a truck fleet. You've got people and you've got assets. What's the relationship, would you say, between the two and the advantage when you go on to a hire model?
If you look at assets in general, then you could also call employees or assets to a company. So, they are going to cost you money. An asset, if you purchase a vehicle, is going to cost you money. So then I'm going back to the same argument of, if I could make that cost budgeted and forecasted over a set period of time, there shouldn't be anybody from a financial background who wouldn't want to take that option.
And what about the new demands that are coming out and also opportunities? Because you've got technology which is coming along that can save fuel, that can do predictive maintenance. Yeah. You've got all of the environmental laws. How much change is actually happening so that if you kind of bought a truck, you might be caught out and sort of locked in? And what is the rate of change and what are the key changes? Yeah,
so people buying a truck, they will have their own disposal set period. It could be whatever their company decides. But with contract hire, what you're able to do is get the expertise from the industry, from someone like myself, who is dealing with the same questions in every single meeting that you go to, and understand the implications of what a future-proofing truck looks like.
Right.
So whether that is, the camera systems, the FORS aspect, or the side scan systems for cyclists, or even if it is to do with additional mirrors or additional viewpoints for working and operating in larger cities. So we can bring that to the table for our customers to say, we know you're looking for a vehicle, but I would suggest to add maybe this, and this, that would future-proof yourself for going forwards into several years.
Okay, so finally, imagine I'm a very demanding truck and trailer buyer,
Yeah.
and I'm very fussy over lots of things. At the same time, you're in the business of getting large volume contracts, and you've got the argument that a lot of what you do is in the industry is one size fits all.
Yep.
Where does Dawson Group Truck and Trailer fit between, if you like, standardised service
Yep.
and bespoke and customised? What is your position?
So you're standardising service, even if you're talking still on the buying side of things. You know, somebody who's running their own purchase fleet will have to have somebody within the business that is, you know, depending on the hours of operating, continuously on call. You never know when you're going to get a breakdown. You never know when there's going to be an issue. Now, working with a company like Dawson Group Truck and Trailer, what you're actually going to get is, this is what we do. This is our job. So we've got our own 24/7 call-out centre, staffed by our own people, based at head office in Milton Keynes, that, you know, we will deal with their driver, whether it's a roadside repair, whether it's a recovery, and our customers will understand and be aware of what's going on. But we take that headache away from them. We take that there's a peace of mind element for them as well, to make sure that whatever time of the day, they will be getting looked after.
What about the look, shape and feel of the truck? Because, you know, truck trailer fleet owners, they're often family businesses, privately owned.
Yep.
And they want their own livery, they've got specific things they want in the cab.
Yeah.
Can you get those with your style of service?
Yeah, so contract hire is a very consultative sell. What myself and my team and my colleagues would go and do is sit with the customer, understand what they actually want, using our own understanding, our own experience and knowledge. A lot of the time, some of our customers might have an image in their head of, this is what we really want, but understanding via legislation or build constraints, you can't get what you want, Mr. Customer, but equally, we can do this for you. So we actually come to the table with the right solution for their potential problem, which is a good problem because they want to get goods to market. Now, going down the route of a fully liveried vehicle, whether it's specific paint codes, specific logos, you know, there's a company image there, there's a branding, and a lot of customers are very passionate about that as well. I'll go into one of my old customers who, at the end of the week, would have every single vehicle washed, every single vehicle lined up along the fence, and would be in size order. I mean, that's the type of passion that sometimes you'll get from a contract hire customer.
And you can satisfy that with the way that you operate?
We will provide that vehicle in the exact format that they want, the correct colouring, the correct logos, and then that's not just the vehicle. You've also got the backup then. You've got what I've already talked about, the 24/7 breakdown service. You've got the budgeting point of view. You've got the peace of mind for the customer. And, you know, that absolutely works really well as a full service.
So any colour you want and all the risk and taken away and rewards maximised.
Yeah, and then you've got the other side of the business. You know, we've got well over 10,500 assets on our fleet as truck and trailers. What those vehicles are there to do is also support our contract hire customers. So, you know, we've already talked about breakdowns. What happens when they have a breakdown, major component failure, the vehicle's off the road? We supply a replacement vehicle. You know, our customer's operation doesn't stop. So it keeps on moving. Again, going back to the peace of mind, their goods keep on going to market, so they are making their money.
Okay, let's then say to anybody that's not working with you, what's the best way of getting in touch and getting underway to take a review so you can look at improving their risk reward? What's your normal style of operation to get engaged?
To get engaged, if you know, they can either get in touch with the business through the contact us through the website. You know, we can supply obviously all our contact details from a contract hire point of view. Myself and my colleagues will be on our website, so if there's a particular person in an area they could contact direct, they can do. But fundamentally, with everything, it has to be sort of there's always a fact finding, I call it, and it's that initial meeting to sit down, and nothing is off the shelf. So you've got to go and sit with the customer, talk to them, understand them, make the correct details to be able to go back with a proper presentation and a proposal to say, look, I've listened to what you wanted, and I can, in bullet points, tell you exactly what you're going to get from me, and we go from there.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. That's been a really good review. I think anybody out there from customers that have traditionally never gone into the contract hire market to those that have a mix of use, if you want to try and get the best results in terms of financials and any colour you like, any customizations added, and a really good consultative service that is backed by a powerful and flexible support team, then Chris is your man. So contact Chris on the details that come with this video and join us for the next episode from Dawson Group TV. So that's all from me and Chris.
Thank you very much.
Bye for now.
Cheers. Thank you.